Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, finally returning to you for another video, and sorry about doing those videos last night. I was wanting to get those quick track reviews out of the way because I was getting really tired too, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to review any movies at the time. I kind of wanted to take this vacation time from work for a couple days so I can unwind and play video games and do some chores too, so that's part of the agenda. So you always get busy even when you're at home too, but hey, that's life. But I'm returning to you for the Injustice Gods Among Us PS4 version of the game, because I know this is on PS3 too, PS3 as well, but I'm returning to you for that, the Ultimate Edition, the one I got a chance to play for myself to see what I was going to think of it. So I'm going to discuss what I experienced with this video game and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this video game review. Now, with what I've played with it, the story mode is pretty solid. The graphics are a little iffy, to be honest. They're not the best graphics on PS4 Pro, because when I played it on my PS4 Pro, the graphics were kind of a little crappy. Like, they kind of started freezing up and then trying to pick up with the pacing of the graphics. It felt a little cringy. A little. But other than that, the game experience was fun. It was a good time. I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite games. It is a game I would recommend for new players. It's a pretty good game. The story mode is just about this Superman in this alternate universe where Batman and them get sucked into. Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and Joker were the ones that got sucked into this parallel universe, and where Superman is the villain. So, and then at the very end of the game, they bring in the actual Superman from their timeline or wherever, and basically have Superman and Superman go at it at the very end of the game. So justice was served at the end of the game. If you've played this game's been out for like 11 years, to be honest. So it's a decade and a year old. So yeah, 11 years. It's quite a bit of time. But it is a fun experience from what I played, and I definitely recommend you guys check this game out if you have not experienced this PS3, PS4 game. You can play it on either system, but if I were to give this game a score, because the story mode was pretty fun, the action scenes and the fight scenes were pretty amazing. I think towards the end of the game it gets a little more challenging, where you have to really try with the controls and all that, so the controls were fine. With certain fighters, like Cyborg, I didn't like his style of fighting. It just kind of didn't mesh well. Deathstroke had some good fighting style. Batman was okay for the fighting style with the controls you have to use for beating up the other opponent, but the CPU. So basically, I think if I were to give this game a score, sorry for pausing for a second, I'm still a little tired and still waking up. So if I were to give this Injustice Gods Among Us game a score, I'm feeling a strong 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good game. Not one of my favorites, but it is strong in its own way. It's pretty good for what it was for the 2013 game. I mean, the story does have its critiques, but overall, I think the game had a fun experience. And give me a second, I gotta pause the video. Sorry about that, guys. I was getting a call from my manager from my store. So basically, with what I experienced with Injustice: Gods Among Us, it's a fun experience, and I highly recommend you check this game out. And yes, I did get a phone call a second ago, so that's why the ringing was there. But with what I experienced, it was a good time. The story mode did have its critiques for some things, but it's overall a strong game. So 8.5 out of 10 for Injustice: Gods Among Us, the 2013 game. It's on PS3 and PS4. You can play it on both systems. PS4 version came out in 2014, I think. But it was either or, but still. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video game review, and thanks for watching.